Okay, never thought we would get to this point, but the channel is now a year old. There's definitely been ups and downs about, everything that was going on, not to mention like this whole predicament that we're all in, so we're just having to get through it. And honestly, like, this is more just a I guess celebration that, the channel's now 1 year old. So in order to celebrate, this is for the channel. Oh god, I just brushed my teeth. Anyway, so there's a bunch of things I want to talk about in terms of, everything that has transpired in this past year that this channel's been born. So let's start off with the very beginning. I was on a family road trip where my parents wanted to go from New York all the way to California and back, and we did that under 2 weeks, or within 2 weeks I should say. So we had a lot of fun there, but I was in a position where with college I was doing medical courses. Like, I was studying to be an occupational therapist, and then eventually, like, I just felt like in high school I did a lot of filming courses and art courses, and then I'm switching over to college and I'm doing occupational therapy, that like it felt like I was doing something that I didn't like doing, and that was essentially the case. Like, looking at YouTube and thinking like how, this is just a good way for me to just, enjoy doing what I like, and not have to worry about it being a career or whatnot. And this is all initially just for fun, which it still is. Anyway, so yeah, eventually, like, I just had the idea, like, okay, well, if it works, it works. If not, then I'm just doing this for fun, which is also not a problem. So then I uploaded, like, just to make sure, like, I remember my very first video, just to make sure that, like, everything was working fine. I pulled up a video, or not video, I recorded my laptop playing IFSCL, which is a really fun game if you're into those sort of things, which, link below if you want to try it out. It's pretty fun. And I just recorded, like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes of it just to make sure my computer can handle that. And then from there, that's how it went. Essentially, I had a lot of people that inspired me to do YouTube. Like, my biggest inspiration, like, since, like, the thought's been in my head, was a YouTuber by the name of SSoHPKC. So it was like groups like, The Creatures, Cow Chop, the Rooster Teeth, Funhouse, and essentially, like, I liked playing video games. I liked making people laugh and trying to give people, like, some sort of entertainment. So that's, YouTube, and seeing other people do these channels kind of just stuck with me. So that's one of the things that helped me start, actually. After a year of just pushing out content, I think I have at least 60 to 80 videos by now. I'm a pretty cringy guy, so that's, like, not much I can do about that. I mean, obviously year one, like, not a bad start, definitely not the best start, but we all got to start off somewhere, so I'm not going to let it discourage me. Obviously, the biggest concern right now is just the fact that the current equipment I have in order to record all this stuff is pure crap. So I'm just going to have to compared to others, it's a lot better, but for now, the time being, like, in order to, like, do this stuff I want to do, I have to upgrade, which will still be my main goal prior to, like, pushing out videos the way I used to. So all in all, oh god, that's the alcohol. All in all, I will try to become, like, a better entertainer in a sense, and, like, once my equipment is good enough for me to work with, then my content can also flourish as well. Collaborating with other people, like, that has been an idea. I know my first one was I was on a Ruby Discord, and it was KRWBY Productions. Their YouTube will also be down in the link in the description. I was in their Minecraft server, and then she asked me, like, oh hey, you're here, do you want to be a part of our stream in like 20 minutes? I said sure, why not, let's see how that goes. And I was just pure cringe, like, it was horrible. Like, I was glad to be a part of everything, but I know, like, first time, like, being well, that's not my first time being on camera, but it was definitely horrible. An embarrassing experience on my part, but I had fun, so can't go wrong with that. After that, I thought about collabing with Andy, Will, Cleveland, Rixus, and like eventually Will and I both had this idea of doing a podcast since probably back in high school in 2016, 2017, around then. So like that's been an idea on our minds, and we finally got to put it out into the world, which honestly the first one wasn't bad. It had a great reception, and overall like we all had a blast doing it, so we figured let's do it again. Like we didn't care about like, oh, it's blowing up. We cared more like, oh, you know, we had fun. We talked about random bullshit for about an hour and a half. So overall we just wanted to have fun, and we did it again. And of course, like, you know, not everything is going to be expected. With me having to do like all of the video work, I had like so many high aspirations that I wanted to fulfill, but my computer couldn't handle everything I wanted to do. Like I think this was in the second or third podcast. I wanted to do a you know, like in the official podcast by Moist Critical, he has like the sort of the audio visualization. I wanted to do that for mine as well, but I just didn't have the ability to. Well, one, I don't know how to, and two, my like the way I did it originally was I just downloaded some like some pre-made material that I could just like cut and paste whenever someone was speaking, and obviously that would have taken way too much time, and that also took up a lot of rendering. So and in the end, like, it was just something that we couldn't do. So I scrapped that idea, and I kind of felt horrible because like I wanted to make something good, and yeah, I just couldn't do it because of my laptop and because I don't know how. And of course I couldn't talk about my collaborations without talking about TheDuckGoesTwo. Originally it started off as like, oh hey, you know, you're having trouble with having putting game chat in your stream. I have an Elgato. Well, I just record everything on my end and then upload it, and then I'll just give you the video. Well, that was in my head originally, and then it ultimately turned down to like, it doesn't make sense for me to give it to him if it's through my perspective. I'll just upload it on my own channel. I asked for his permission, and you know, he says, oh no dude, it's cool, go ahead, upload it. So I do, and it actually it received quite a bit of a reception. I think it was my highest viewed video so far. Like, I think it had about, give or take, 121 views, because at the same time Kyle got his channel deleted. So like I was like, well, fuck, I want to be happy about this, but I know why the video blew up so much. So I kind of just had to put that post out there like, hey, you know, this is not me trying to like one up him or trying to like, I guess, use him for views in a sense. Like, I just genuinely thought that it was gonna be a fun idea. And in terms of Kyle, like, he has a second channel which he's gonna upload to, and he's working on getting his first channel back. So don't think me as a horrible person. I'm just trying to have fun. And you know, then like, Kyle didn't see it that way, and then of course I just like, I continued to record with him, and eventually when it came down to Halo 5, he was able to get party chat working. So I was like, okay, well, my job here is done. And then of course during this whole hiatus, I gave recording with him one last shot, which ultimately was fun. I did video cam for the first time on his stream, so it was an interesting experience. But until I get a PC, I don't think I'm gonna be doing this again. I've definitely taken a bunch of hiatuses on my channel because I needed it. A lot to do with my personal life and the struggles that I've been fighting, and not to mention that this whole pandemic has definitely made things a lot worse for not only me, but for a lot of people out there such as you guys. Stuff is really, like, the stuff I've been going through was really hard to just process, and like in terms of making videos, I see it as fun, I do, but I just can't if my shit is really like up to here, then I can't bring myself to be, oh hey guys, what's up, and, you know, like, oh we're gonna be playing whatever. So like I definitely find doing all of this fun, but I just can't bring myself to do it when I'm at my lowest point, which, you know, it's for my first year. Like there's not gonna be a lot I should expect. I know like there's a lot of people that, you know, they've been with YouTube for years and years and, you know, not anything. So it's really just a matter of like, if I want to aspire to be one of those people that are very successful on this platform, then I just gotta keep banging out things that people can enjoy. And in conclusion, with my current setup, I don't like, in terms of what happened now, I recently had to bring my car over to the mechanic, so I won't, like that of course is gonna be a lot of money to repair. I won't be able to build my PC until later. Like I think original plan was I would wait for the NVIDIA 3000 series to come out, which is gonna be in a few, well, the reveal is gonna be relatively soon, and then the release is gonna be sometime next month or even October. From there, like once my PC is built, then I hope to keep producing content, and I hope to do a schedule. And I appreciate you guys so much for, you know, giving me whatever sort of response that you can give, like whether it was a comment, a view, a like, whatever. I do appreciate it, and I like the subs I currently have now. I think it's like what, 35. Like that's more than I honestly thought. Like I didn't think at all that I'd have the support I do. I appreciate it, and here's hoping that I can continue on in the next year. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.